Nuclear Revenge Stories. Today from Wasting Time Away, who posted, "My neighbor killed my cat, so I drove him insane and got him kicked out."
When I was young, me and my brother rescued a cat together. We named him Milo. We loved this cat and spent all day with this cat. Due to him not being my full brother when our step-parents split, we didn't see each other. The cat went with him and had to become an outdoor cat due to a no-pet policy. A few years go by and we move in together, and lo and behold, he still has Milo. At this point it is 6 years old and kind of beat up from going from an inside cat to an outside one. We installed a doggy door and let Milo go out as he pleased, and it was great for the next 2 years. Then my brother committed suicide, and this cat was my only family as I am no contact with the rest of them. This cat is the only remembrance of my brother. About 6 months ago, I and my husband moved into a duplex. My husband is allergic to cats but sucks it up cause he knows how much I love this cat. We have agreed that Milo will be an inside and outside cat, and he will take allergy medicine and put up a little bit of suffering for me. Once this cat dies, I won't get another one for a while. He truly is a saint for putting up with me and this cat. He is not only putting up with me but actually for being the one to suggest this cause he knew what it meant to me. As stated, Milo would routinely go out on his own and we lived in a duplex. Our neighbor was on disability but would work on people's cars part-time for extra cash. One of the things that he would mainly do is flush radiator systems. 3 times he left a huge pan of used old radiator fluid out without properly disposing of it. Each time I and my husband confronted him and said, "We will dispose of it, we will take care of it. We just do not want our cat to end up drinking it and getting sick." Yet each time he just said, yeah, you bet. Other than this, he really was a nice guy. He let us borrow tools, asked to borrow some ingredients, and even wiped our windshield when it snowed. He just could not pick up after himself, used oil and radiator fluid in the yard, garbage in the yard, etc. My husband's mother fell and we had to leave for 3 days to tend to her. When we returned, we found Milo dead. We took him to the vet and sure enough, he drank too much radiator fluid and passed away. The revenge. At first I just thought that I wanted petty revenge, and that is what I was aiming towards. It ended up progressing and turning itself into full nuclear revenge. I took a recording of Milo that I had taken a while back and got a giant speaker, and kept playing it at a lowish volume randomly throughout the day. I pointed the speaker at various points and even turned it up. I work from home and my husband works 12 hours a day. As stated above, my neighbor is on disability so is also home. After a few days of me randomly playing the noise, my neighbor asked if my cat was okay or did we get a new one. I told him he is buried under the tree and we have no new cat. I kept playing the noise. He called the fire department cause he thought it was in the walls stuck. The fire department came to our house and used a snake cam to investigate. Oddly, nothing was found. I chilled out for a few days and then started it back up, this time even more sporadic and quiet. Eventually, he actually asked me to come over and try to hear it, so I had it set to play around 23 minutes after I was over there. He even unplugged his refrigerators to help me hear it. I did hear it, but I lied and told him I didn't hear it. He even recorded it one time with a recorder and tried to show me. I told him it must have been my husband opening the screen door to take the trash out. During this time, I have been switching between being depressed and angry. I also have been lonely since my husband works around 60 hours a week and is rarely home. Well, 4 days ago he surprised me with a cat. He got me another cat. He said that he will take allergy medicine till he dies in order to see me happy. I wept like a baby and forgot all about my revenge plan. What I did not know was that my neighbor was unaware of our new cat, so when he heard my new cat meowing, he thought once again he is imagining this and having audio hallucinations or something. 2 days ago, he started randomly yelling super loud and shouting, "Where the duck is it coming from?" while making a lot of banging. I got really scared as I could tell he was in there breaking stuff. The neighbors and I called each other and decided to call the cops. When they came, they tried to calm him down, which made him even madder. He apparently told them either the noise is going to stop or he will kill himself. He is now going under a psych evaluation for 48 hours from what my neighbor told me. His daughter asked the neighbor to make sure his house was locked and she would be by to grab the key. After my husband got off of work, the two of us and the neighbor went over to his house to lock it up and to make sure that everything was fine the way it was till the daughter got there. She didn't want to go alone and I wanted to wait on my husband. He had a hammer and was hitting huge holes all over the walls, and he even flipped his dryer over. He also ripped the duct covers out and knocked a few holes in the ceiling. The landlord ended up coming, looked at the damage, and said he's going to be evicted.
Revenge may have been achieved, but it appears that the outcome was not what you envisioned, with your neighbor now being admitted to a psychiatric ward. While I am glad to hear that your husband's gesture of gifting you another cat has brought some joy and happiness back into your life, it's crucial to focus on your own well-being and finding ways to heal and move forward after such traumatic events. First losing your brother to suicide and now Milo, these both can take a toll on your mental health. Revenge may seem like a valid response in the moment, but it rarely brings true satisfaction or closure. If you feel overwhelmed, I strongly encourage you to seek the support of a therapist. Best of luck, OP. Catch you on the next one.